And oh my god, I love it so much. Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you guys are new here. My name is Maria, or it's MJ here on YouTube. So in today's video, as you guys can tell by the title, I have my top 10. Is it top 10? I actually don't even know how many I have. I didn't count them. I just like picked up perfumes, but I have basically my top perfumes that make me feel cozy and warm and just make me feel happy. They put me in a good mood. Most of these, as I'm looking at them, they are more on the foodie, gourmand, sweet category, except for one. And I have noticed that this time around that I'm staying home, I'm leaning towards the foodie perfumes, even though I'm more of the type of person that when I stay at home, I like fresh, clean laundry, fresh linen sort of scents that just make me feel clean, really. And when I'm stressed, I'm the type of person that eats a lot. You know, there's like two people when you're like in stressful situations. There's the type of person that stops eating, and then there's me, that I can't contain myself. So I obviously transitioned that over towards my fragrances, and I noticed that I'm leaning more towards the foodie sweet scents. So if you guys want to see my top perfumes that just make you feel cozy and yummy and delicious, especially during these times, then please keep on watching. Okay, you guys, so we're gonna start off with a very infamous perfume on this channel, and this is Angel Muse, and this is actually my, hold on, wrong side, this is actually my scent of the day for today. The reason it's very famous on my channel, it's because I talked about this perfume in my Mugler perfumes review, and I pretty much just trashed the perfume, and I said that it does not smell chocolatey, it does not smell like Nutella, it does not smell delicious, it doesn't smell like any of those descriptions, for me at least. To me, it smells like chamomile and ginger tea and cinnamon tea. So basically, because of that description, I was very discouraged when I got it, and I was not a fan of it at all. Basically, I just have a whole story time on this perfume, so I'm not gonna go into it. But now for me, it's super calming, it's super soothing, and it makes me fall asleep. I have problems sleeping, so that says a lot, because this perfume, I put it on and I sleep throughout the whole night. It literally smells like the teas that I make at home. Full on boiling water, chamomile, ginger, and cinnamon. It's a little bit spicy, but it's just super peaceful and super calming. I'll read to you guys the notes, but like I said, I don't really distinguish any of these notes. So the top notes are grapefruit and pink pepper, the middle note is hazelnuts, and the base is vetiver. I can never pronounce that word, but you know what I'm talking about, and patchouli. It's just super peaceful, calming, and it relaxes me, and it just makes me fall asleep. So that is Angel Muse, and that is my first calming perfume. All right, so now moving on to the next perfume, and this is a scent that I've been recently loving a lot, and it's because it reminds me of like a bakery and baked goods and cookies and all those delicious stuff, and that is Pink Sugar from Aquolina. As you guys can see, I love it, and I just love the scent. It's a little bit synthetic in the beginning, but as it dries down, it just dries down so gorgeously. It's a little fresh, there's like some citrus in the beginning, but once it dries down on the skin, it's like sugary and cloudy and airy. It's not a thick perfume, but I just love this perfume. It just, once again, makes me feel comfortable, and it makes me feel happy. It just lifts up my mood, and it reminds me of like baked, warm, fresh out of the oven cookies. It's so good. It's like a classic to me. It never gets cloying, in my opinion, even though it's super sugary. If anything, it just makes me feel very cozy and yummy and just delicious and super good. And that is Aquolina. That's not Aquolina. That is Pink Sugar from Aquolina. All right, now we have another one that I love. Well, obviously I love all of these because they're in my perfume collection, but okay. All right, so this is one that I do like a lot, and this is Geneva Chocolate from Belayered. You guys have seen my previous videos. You guys know that I love this fragrance. I had a sample of it, finally caved in, and I got a bottle of it. So it's good to layer, but it's good on its own as well, and especially when you're at home. I like to, let me take this off. I'm gonna take off the little cover thing that I had on top because now I'm like hot. I think I'm getting sick because I was cold, then I was hot, and I'm cold, and I'm hot, and now I'm hot again. So I took that off. Not too long ago, I had a headache, and I hate taking pills. I like to do like homemade remedies and stuff or whatever. I have a soup actually cooking right now, but I had to take a pill because I have to be productive. Like today's what, Friday? And I have to do something, like I really do. This is Geneva Chocolate from Belayered, and I like this scent because it's so light. It's it smells like cocoa powder. It never gets too dense. I can even layer it with what I'm wearing right now, which is the Angel Muse, which is funny because, as I said, I don't really smell the chocolate in this, but when I layer it with Geneva chocolate, that hazelnut comes out. So it smells like a tea still, but the hazelnut comes out a little bit more than what I could perceive it, because I can't perceive it at all. I layer this pretty much with everything, and it smells like cocoa powder. It's very light. It's just like barely there, but it's a fragrance that it's very close to the skin, and it's more of a personal fragrance that you just enjoy, and someone that is very close to you, or if they hug you, they will enjoy. But it's nothing like too crazy, and it doesn't project like crazy, and it never gets like super thick and dense like a Nutella or chocolate milk per se, or even like a chocolate bar. It never gets that thick. It stays pretty light and maybe even powdery, I can say. That's why, I guess, well, yeah, that's why it reminds me of a cocoa powder. So yeah, powdery. It's a very comforting scent as well. So that is Geneva chocolate from Belayered. All right, so now we have another chocolate scent. It's so funny, you know, because I actually don't like chocolate. I do like dark chocolate, but I don't like white chocolates or milk chocolates. Not really my jam. I know, right? I'm crazy. Like, I have to be, because like, who doesn't like chocolate? Well, me, this girl. I don't. So this is Cacao Dreams from Alexandria, and as you guys can see, I love this stuff. Oh my god, I don't even want to spray because this is only a 30 ml, and as you guys can see, I am halfway done. You don't need a lot of it. So this, supposedly it only has chocolate. I barely get chocolate though, even though some people, when I have worn this, say that it smelled like what's that cookie called, a chocolate chip cookie. But I believe that they perceived it as a chocolate chip cookie because it gives off like that cookies bakery vibe. Really, what's funny is there's no note, or there's no mention of an orange note in this, but I perceive it so well, you guys. I was wearing it one day and my brother asked me, because I haven't made them in a while, he asked me if I was making the orange cookies that I used to make, and it literally smells like this, and it's so long lasting on me. I don't need a lot, 1, 2, and it's like, oh, and it projects. It's not like a beast mode, and it's not an obnoxious smell, but it's just a yummy baked cookie smell, and it's so yummy, 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 yummy fragrance. I highly recommend. And that is Cacao Dreams from Alexandria. Right, so now we have another yummy fragrance. Surprise, surprise. I'm like gonna get hungry because I'm just talking about all these stuff. Wonder if I have oranges so I can make those cookies again, because I have not made them in a while. All right, so now we have another unisex fragrance, even though it's technically like a male fragrance because it is in the male section of Zara, and you guys guessed it, you guys know what I'm talking about. This is RWA from Zara, and I love this fragrance. I raved about this fragrance in the fall time, and oh my god, I love it so much. I stopped using this one and I went to like Angel Muse because I find this one a little bit lighter and a little bit more fresh. And this one, it's a little bit creamy, but this is what it reminds me of. It reminds me of a boozy eggnog, but like a coconut boozy eggnog. So like coconut milk, there's some spices in there, so cinnamon and rum, of course, sugar, coconut. It's so comforting and delicious, and I'm tempted to put it on top. I feel like at this point now I have like, what, 2 perfumes? Moment of silence. Moment of silence. I stopped using it, like I said, because this is such like a winter fall scent, but I've been using this a lot. I used it yesterday actually to go to sleep, and this is another one that makes me go to sleep like a baby. So as I said, it is from the men's section, but in my opinion it leans actually a little bit more feminine, but it is unisex, and honestly, like, you wear what you want, whoever you are, and whatever you want to wear. I need this like in a candle. I can literally smell this all day. Like right now I am in holiday spirit when I smell this, and I'm with my grandma making eggnog. You know, you got the rum going, you got the music going in the background. It's a vibe. It's a vibe. That is Zara Rich, Warm, and Addictive, and it is from the Tobacco collection. All right, so next we have one that I don't see a lot of people talking about it, but it's a goodie, and this is from Laura Mercier. I don't know how to pronounce her name. Is it Laura Mercier? No, it can't be that. It's Laura Mercier. I'm gonna say it like that. we're gonna keep it like that. So it's from Laura Mercier. This is Gourmand Ambre Vanille, and it is this fragrance right here. Now this is an oriental vanilla. It's soft, it's sweet, but what I like to say, it's a sweet fragrance for people that don't like sweet fragrances. Like Aquolina, I feel like if you don't like sweet fragrances, you might not like it because it is like a sugar bomb, but this one is not too sweet. It's sweet but not too sweet. Does that make sense? To my nose, it's a little bit woody, and it remains a little bit spicy as well. Maybe the woodiness, as it dries down towards the very end, it's not as woody anymore, but it does remain a little bit spicy, like a cinnamon, even though I don't think there's cinnamon in here, but I mean that's what I smell. So this one dries down to like a creamy almondy coconut milk. This actually reminds me the very first time that I smelled it. It smelled like, what's that perfume called? Serge Lutens Umbois Vanille. It reminds me of this one. This one's a little bit more creamy, and the other one I believe is more spicy and woody and more waxy, but this one reminds me a little bit of that perfume, and this one is a lot more cheaper. It's like $12 at TJ Maxx. So yeah. And the notes are as follow. It's tangerine, orchid, and heliotrope, and the middle notes are almond and coconut, and the base is sandalwood. I actually got this because apparently it smells like the Sol de Janeiro Bum Bum cream, and I do have the cream, and I will say that kind of does. I have the mist, but I believe that it smells more like the cream than the actual mist because this one's a lot more creamy. So yeah, that is Laura Mercier Gourmand Ambre Vanille. So now we have a fragrance that might surprise you guys because it's not really like a bed scent. It's not like a home scent. And I recently talked about it, and I said that this is a fragrance that I would wear if I were a bride. So it might surprise you. Why are you wearing it as a home scent, you know? But this is Armani Si Fiore. Now the reason I've been wearing this scent a lot at home, it's because it's a comfortable scent for me. It makes me feel good. It makes me feel pretty. It reminds me of like a berry milkshake or like a berry yogurt. It's creamy to me, but there's the citrus and floral notes that don't make it too gourmandish, even though this fragrance is not classified as a gourmand fragrance. But for me, it does have that milky quality. And I know not a lot of people agree to that, but I mean, that's how I perceive it. So it just has like a creamy, yummy consistency to it that I feel instantly good when I wear it. And like I said, it makes me feel pretty, but it's nothing too heavy, and it's nothing too thick or dense, as I like to call it. So it just makes me feel comfortable, and this is one that I have been really enjoying, and I feel like it's still light enough to wear at home, and it's delicious. It's a yummy fragrance. Like, it's delicious to me. So that is Armani Si Fiore. Okay, so now let's move on to one that I've talked about so many times, and I don't even want to talk about it anymore because you guys are about to unsubscribe. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? You guys know? So we have Ariana Grande Cloud. Like, I'm sorry, I like it a lot. I finally took it out of the cloud because it was taking up too much space, and you know, I had to make room for other stuff. So I've talked about it a lot of times on this channel. If you are new here, I'm gonna link some videos that I've talked about it. I just don't want to bore the ones that have been here listening to me rave about this stuff. So it's sweet, it's coconutty, it's whipped cream, lavender, so it's a little bit fresh in the beginning, but then it just dries down to this like full-on coconut whipped cream. Sweet, but it never gets too sweet. It's very light, it's very airy, and it's great. It's a great perfume. It's very angelic as well. It gives off this very nice innocent vibe, but doesn't mean that it's like super like juvenile. I mean, like, even though a 5-year-old could wear it, but older people could wear it as well, and I feel like there's no age to this perfume. And that's Ariana. Like I said, I'm not gonna bore you guys, so I kept it short and sweet and simple, and let's move on. All right, and last but certainly not least is Magic in the Air, and I wanted to give you guys like a, well, even though actually all of these are pretty affordable, I think the most expensive one is this one, but the rest are pretty affordable, and you could find them like at affordable sites. But you guys know I like to give you guys the low. This is a fragrance mist, and this is Magic in the Air. Someone gave this to me and I was so surprised when I smelled this because this is a clean scent. And as I said, when I'm home, I typically go for clean, fresh laundry sort of scents that just make me feel clean. But recently, you know, stress has me craving foodie scents and gourmand scents. So this is the only one that isn't gourmandish, but it's a light floral vanilla scent. So I could spray this all day. It just smells so clean, but it never gets heavy and it never gets like crisp, the type of scents that I usually go towards, because I do like the clean scents when I'm home, but they're more like pungent, and they're more crisp, and they're more like in your face. It just like, hello, hi, I'm clean. But this one is a lot just lighter. It's also like airy and cloudy, but there's still that like sweet vanilla in there. And it's so good. It's like a light floral scent. It makes me think of fresh, clean linen, but like specific white, fresh, clean linen. Sometimes like fresh scents can get a little bit too heady for me, and lately I just want something light. So that is the cleanest fragrance that I have, but it's still very airy and very light. So that is pretty much it for you guys. I try to keep it to the point and fast because I know that I talk a lot. I like to talk to you guys, but some people don't enjoy it. And I got a comment not too long ago and someone was like, you talk too much. And I was like, excuse you, and no one forced you to watch my video. Bye. But I know what you guys mean. Well, at least most of you guys. You know, you get to the point. So I try to keep it short and simple. And with that being said, comment down below what are your top picks for feeling comfortable and cozy and yummy when you're at home and just make you feel good and happy, and they put you in a happy place. So with that being said, if you are not subscribed already and you guys want to see more, subscribe and give this video a thumbs up if you guys enjoy the content. Of course, that lets me know that you guys like enjoy the videos, and then I can, you know, keep bringing them. Lets me know what you guys like and what you guys don't like. But with that being said, as always, I hope you guys have a beautiful and blessed day, and I'll be catching you guys in the next one. Bye guys.